There is nothing I hate more than finally finding the time and having the motivation to get inside the shop and get creative. And then when you do, you wind up stuck. Stuck scrolling online, scrolling YouTube, trying to find a good project to build, but come up empty every time. Yikes! Well, you see, that's where I come in. I do all that scrolling so you don't have to. I scour every social media site looking for the most unique, the coolest, the most profitable, and the most customized projects that I can find to share with you guys.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
So for this project, I didn't find this online like I typically do. I found it on my refrigerator. Now you might be asking yourself, Daniel, what the hell are you even talking about, dude? Talking about my wife's honey-do list that she has magnetized to the front of my refrigerator, right next to the handle where I have to open the refrigerator every single morning.
Who left the fridge open?
She is a genius, and I love her for it. She is in fact the one who found this project and brought it to my attention, and I built it last week, and she is thrilled with it. And she was so thrilled with it, in fact, that I made another pair and put them on my online store and sold them for a crazy profit. Be sure to stick around because later I'm going to be revealing what I sold the pair for. Don't miss it. You'll be shocked. I'm talking about these rustic shutters. These shutters can be made from fence pickets, pallet wood, or even reclaimed wood, which is probably the route that I'm going to take for my next pair. I used pickets on the first set I built for the wife, and then I just used pickets on the pair I put online. But any three of those would work. These two are sold as a set, obviously, and the dimensions are 40 inches tall by 11 inches wide on each of them. They're so easy to make. It took me a matter of 7 minutes per shutter to build these. So you're looking at 14 minutes total labor. Now let's talk material. If you want to go the fence picket route, you're looking at about $16 worth of fence pickets to build these. If you wanted to go the pallet wood route, you're looking at about $0 to $8 worth of pallet wood. And if you wanted to take the reclaimed wood route, you're looking at around $0 to $20 for the reclaimed wood to build this in material. Any three of those will work. I'm definitely going to recommend going the reclaimed wood look or the barn wood look. It's the best. There are some folks around here locally that actually give away pallets and give away reclaimed wood and barn wood, farmhouse wood, old beams and stuff like that. So check your listings in your area because people will list this stuff online and in the papers asking for someone to come and pick it up and you can just have it. So make sure to look in your local area for that option. So that's $16 for the fence pickets to make these two, $0 to $8 for the pallet wood, and $0 to $20 for the reclaimed wood. And add in your fasteners to hang and to build this, you're looking at around $14 for that. And any kind of stain or finish or paint, you're looking at around $8 for that. A grand total of about $20 on the low end and $49 on the high end to build this sucker. They have these marked at $143 for the pair. That's what caught my eye. So you're looking at least $100 profit to build these and sell them. So these definitely get A+ in my shop. Now let's talk about this next item. This next item is a gift tag or a name tag like this. These are perfect for Christmas stockings if you have youngins separating your stockings. These are a good addition to the Christmas holiday project list. Or it's good for labeling any items around your house you may have that you want separated out. Say you have a mudroom with dividers. These are perfect for hanging on those jacket hooks, dividing them by how many kids you have or your spouse, labeling each cubby. Or what about those big gatherings to seat different families by name? Say weddings. These would be perfect and I imagine would sell pretty good in the wedding industry. They're marked at $15. However, I see it kind of like a cool gift to give. These tags are made from pallet wood, but are perfect for any scrap wood you may have laying around your shop or any cutoffs like me, because I have a shit ton. These measure 6 inches long by 3 1/4 inches wide, and you can make them however thick you would like. I would stay around 3/8 of an inch. And these are super easy to make. Let me show you. Bring your stock over to your table saw and rip it to 3 1/4 inches. Now meet me at the miter station. Now cut your piece to 6 inches. Turn your miter to 30 degrees. Now from one end of your piece, pull over 1 inch on either side and cut that mark. And you should be left with a piece that looks like this. Now from the top of your tag, pull down 3/4 of an inch. From your sides, pull in half of 3 1/4, which is 1 inch and 5/8. Take your tag and drill this hole at your drill press or with a handheld drill. I'm just going to use my handheld for this piece. I'm doing a 5/8 hole. And your piece should look something like this. Now take whatever kind of yarn or string you want to use, and I just do a simple little knot. I don't know where I'm supposed to sit at. Oh, Bearded Viking Woodworks. How about that? This is a project I'm definitely looking forward to building. You can use your scrap wood, give it for a gift to anybody, and it's super quick. I give this project 2 thumbs up. Our next project is this Rustic reclaimed wooden pallet shelf. And this thing is crazy cool. There are 3 things I especially like about this project. Number 1, it doesn't take a lot of money to make. Number 2, it doesn't require a shop full of tools to make. Number 3, it doesn't require you to be a master craftsman to make it. It measures around 31 inches in width and 15 inches in height. And it's got a 1x4 for the shelf. They got this thing marked at over $200. Oh my God.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
That is a huge profit margin. So let's talk materials and supplies for building this thing. You'll need an impact or a drill, or if you have a compressor and a trim gun or a battery trim nailer, that'll work as well. You'll need a circular saw or a miter box. And something else you're gonna need. Oh yeah, the wood. And we can't forget the paint if you're gonna go that route. I'm gonna give you the cost breakdown of making this out of fence pickets and a 1x4. The cost for the fence pickets is about $8. Cost for the 1x4 is about $4. And the fasteners, the wall mount, and the paint, $10. Bringing us to a grand total of $22 to make this thing. Let's head to the miter saw, shall we? So over here at the miter saw, you'll want to take your fence pickets and cut 4 of them at 15 inches and 4 of them at 13 inches. Now take and cut your 1x4 28 inches. And meet me at the assembly table. You can take and lay your pieces out any way you'd like. What I've done here is I cut a few of them to show that you'll want to do different rips on your fence pickets to equal anywhere around 31 inches. It doesn't have to be perfect. And your shelf, you want it to be about 2 inches shorter on either side. Now how to fasten it. What I would do is I would take some CA glue and some activator, which I'll link in the description below. I would run some CA glue across the whole length of the shelf and then apply your activator to these pieces here and then set your shelf on your pieces and give it about 10 seconds to dry, basically acting as a clamp. Once that dries, flip your piece over Now your shelf is on the opposite side, and go ahead and pop your nails into your shelf or your screws. And it's that easy. Man, this project is so fun, and it is a perfect gift for Father's Day or Mother's Day, a birthday, Christmas, which pretty much makes it an all-around great gift. And that means you will sell the shit out of this thing, and I plan on it. Are you with me? You can make money woodworking with smalls or custom projects of any size, online or locally. I have a booth set up in 4 locations around my area in all of the Ace Hardwares. I also do my local farm market, flea market, and as far as online, I have an Etsy shop. You can find that in the link above, and it's under Deep Root Creations. I mainly sell my jewelry boxes on this site, but from time to time, if I go to sell any item that I make from any of these videos, I'll pop it on there and it'll fly out of there so fast. So Etsy's a good spot. They also have an online shop called Shopify. You can go to Facebook Marketplace. I've used that a few times. It's a little sketchy. I don't want to talk bad about, the network, but overall, there is money to be made, and people will spend the money if the product is worth the catch. I'm throwing this next project in as a bonus, and it is guaranteed to put a smile on the kids' faces. I'm talking about this Rustic Snowman. It's made out of 1x6, and they stained it white and gave it this weathered look, which gives it that rustic appeal. You want to put a coat of polyurethane on it if you plan on having it stored outside, so keep that in mind to protect this guy from the elements. He measures 40 inches tall and 20 inches wide at the widest point. What I really like about this guy is he could be customized in any way. He can be a Batman snowman.
I'm Batman.
Superman snowman. The options are endless. It's on you to take your imagination there. And this can definitely be made into a family fun project. Bringing the kids in the shop, have them paint it, help decorate it, let them get creative with it. Most importantly, have them spend time with you, because that's something they will never forget. And that makes this in my top 5 favorite Christmas projects to build. I'll leave links in the description for the snowman template if you need a template, and the scarf, the little mistletoe thing, and the balls. I'll have links in the description for all of those items. I will say this, I'm leaning more towards this project being more of a family fun project, just to get the kids out of the house and off of that ticky-tacky thingy, whatever it is that's frying their brain. But there is a profit factor to this guy. Look at what they've got this snowman marked at. $95. That sounds pretty good if you're in it for the profit aspect. So let's talk costs for materials. Number 1, the wood. You'll need at least 3 1x6x8 at $16. Number 2, which is a maybe, is the snowman templates, which I saw some for $14, so we'll just say $14 for the template. And number 3, the paint and the poly at $6 for a grand total of $34 to make this guy. Now those profit margins are right up my alley. This snowman is the perfect holiday woodworking project and gets 2 thumbs up in my shop. So did y'all think I really forgot? I told y'all I was gonna tell y'all how much I sold those shutters for. Well, here you go. This is on my Etsy shop, and I just opened up an Etsy store about a year ago, and it's done pretty well so far, so I can't complain. But those sold in under 6 hours. That fast. Those are definitely worth making and selling. If you don't have an Etsy shop, it's super easy to open one. I have an Etsy. I'm working on getting my Pinterest back up and running, but I've sold on Marketplace, Instagram, Etsy, Pinterest, but I tend to lean more towards Etsy just because it's a little more user-friendly than the others, but definitely worth the build and definitely worth the money. Unfortunately, that does it for this video. And I really hope y'all enjoyed watching because I had a blast making this episode. If it were up to me, I'd pump a video out every single day. However, I want y'all to get the best quality videos and the best information. So sometimes that takes a little longer than others, but y'all have been absolute rock stars. Until next time, this is Bearded Viking Woodworks. I have been Daniel. Get in the shop and make some sawdust. Thanks, guys.